So all the original Unifoil masts all used to be hollow. They were all made exactly like that with a hollow core with a bladder. Um, the problem is the time that it takes to make them. Um, you don't get as good a compaction as you do from a compression mold. Because what a bladder does is it exerts even pressure on the surface of the mold. So if your layers start to crumple and you get a dimple in your layup, a bladder won't flatten that out, whereas a core will, because a core pushes against that and it flattens the fibers out. A bladder will just form that shape, and it doesn't matter how hard you pump it. If you've got a rimple in your carbon, it doesn't flatten that rimple out. And yeah, like I said, the time that it takes to make them as well is also an issue. But one of the biggest factors was when the mast starts taking on water, and it's non-stop complaints. You get the tiniest little hole in that mast, and your mast has been on the beach. It's nice and hot. It's warm. All the air inside has expanded. If there's just a tiny little hole, all that air escapes out that little hole. Now you go and put your mast in the water and it cools down and it causes a vacuum inside that mast and it sucks that water in like big time. And to get that water out is a nightmare. So yeah, I would personally, hollow core, what's the reason for it? To save weight, it saves what, 50 grams? But in terms of construction, I still say a high pressure mold, compression mold is superior.